I grew up in the Northern Bronx in Wakefield. I realized early on that there were a lot of things that I didn't want to be a part of. I wanted to pursue something that was greater. Serving for me has always been something I've been passionate about. Being a part of the community and being able to help others from my early days of being a Boy Scout, being able to do things in the community, boys and girls, I realized that that was something I was always passionate about. Helping others has always been something that's made me feel good.
And that, my friend, was Darren Grant.
Oh, now Lieutenant Darren Grant.
100%.
Yes.
Formerly of, I guess we could say formerly of now Squad 18.
Yeah.
Which is one of the most respected squad on the job. I mean, I would see all of them, but he's, dealing with a lot of water rescues. I believe they're specialized in that as well. And a lot of high rises because of their location.
Right.
But he's, his life story is perfect for this job.
Yeah, and as an ambassador for the All Heroes Welcome campaign, it makes a lot of sense because he is a hero. Because he was also there for Medal Day. He was a Medal Day recipient, right?
100%.
Yeah. And you were the MC for that event, so you got to see everybody.
I was the MC for the event. Read his the bio and what he's done. And I mean, listen, every one of our Medal Day recipient are impressive. Like all these stories and their saves, like they're really. It was a balance between life and death. I mean, I got it. That's what we signed on for. But now, when you're actually going through putting your training and applying your training to your daily routine or a certain call, and to have it bear fruit, meaning saving someone, it got to be such an uplifting feeling.
Yeah, and that's why Medal Day is so important too. It's one of those few days where we get to recognize our members who really made a difference. They got to be extraordinary, and not that they don't do extraordinary things every day, but this is like that moment when it really matters, when it took all the training, all the luck, all the skill to compile into one singular event for them to end up with such a great result.
Yeah, and this is why they invite their family members, their aunts, uncles, kids, because it's a very proud moment that they should be celebrated. Because listen, you don't know what tomorrow brings.
Right.
So stay present and enjoy the day.
We got a chance to catch up with the Christopher J. Prescott Medal winners, and we got their perspective on what the day is like. So let's take a quick look.
We caught them hot in action.
Hot in action.
Right after.
Yeah.
Let's take a look.
My wife's here, my aunt, my brother, my nephew, and my sister-in-law. Some people couldn't make it, but I'm glad. They probably wouldn't be here, but it's great. It's a great honor to have them here with me celebrating this. It's good.
Yeah, my mom, my dad, and my sister were able to come today. Some family members as well couldn't make it, but I know they're cheering me on from home, so love you guys.
You see how much they talk about family, right?
Yeah.
Including each other. Reaching out to each other, be able to call new best friends, new coworkers, lean on them, and obviously, like this is what we always speak about this job. This is a family, a Jace versus your actual blood family members, right?
Everything's like an extended family. You have your house, you have your home.
Yeah,
the same thing almost, right?
But it's the same love and the same communication that's needed, and same ups and downs. But today, all we're doing is celebrating the ups.
It truly is unbelievable for me. We go into work and you don't think that what we're going to do is going to result in something like this, but to have it actually happen it's very honored. I'm very honored.
Yeah, it's not something you wake up and expect, or you're expecting or want it. It's just something that we committed to doing, and we're going to keep committed to doing our job every day, no matter what.
You see the level of passion that these two have about the job. Right, because you start the tour, it was a regular day. Tea, coffee, maybe a sip of water, talk about whatever you saw in life, maybe the draft, maybe speaking about the upcoming Olympics or one of your favorite events, and all of a sudden, next you know, it's time to save a life.
Right.
And every tour starts the same. You just never know, and obviously it's an attestament to the training they receive and their work ethic, obviously.
Yeah, because you never really know. You go into work and it could be the quote-unquote regular day. Or you could be the Medal Day recipient because you did something extraordinary.
Right.
And that's just the nature of the job, isn't it?
Yeah, there's no real, all right, let me just sit back and be complacent.
Yeah, no.
Because all of a sudden, that's always when you're getting a tap on the shoulder. So that's why luck
100%.
always favors the prepared, right?
Yeah.
So this is where the training and everything comes together, and obviously the family atmosphere. And it's good when you're going through it with other individuals in your same kind of bracket as you're learning, just like they are.
100%.
And it could be the very first day out of the academy or the 19th year on the job, but it will happen. It's not a if. It's a win.
It definitely is a win. There's so many times when you just come to work and you're expecting it to be the normal day, and it's like an overtime shift or just that extra shift you picked up, and it's like, now you gotta step up.
It's a very proud moment for these individuals, I'm sure, also for their family members.
We started in the academy together 4 years ago. At the time, we were working together for about like 4 or 5 months. We aren't partners anymore, but I know whenever, you know, outside of work, inside of work, I'll always be able to depend on him.
It's like a family. It's literally like a family. So you build up, you know, trust, and it's like a friend now. It's like, you know, I can call him at 11 o'clock at night to say, hey man, let's talk.
And you see the balance that you have to have with the job and the individuals you're working with, because every interaction you have, that interaction is for your entire career.
Sure.
You can speak to the individual for one tour or work, you know, a few months together, but then every time you're going to see each other again, it's going to be, you just add to the family friend pile the longer you're on the job, to the point where it becomes, oh, I was working with your father. And like, wait a second, now I'm working with a nephew and a son? How long have we been doing this?
Yeah, but it's also just the nature of the job, being able to be with somebody who knows the trials and the tribulations of the job. And I remember all my partners that I had for at least a little bit of an extended period of time, and I could do the same thing. I can call any one of them, just like I could call you. It's nice to see that it's universal for this job. When you work with a partner, they become family, and for an event like Medal Day where your family gets to join in and everything like that, it's your work family gets to meet your home family.
Right, a lot of times that's where a lot of introductions happen. Also, they're like, "Oh, remember this is my partner I've been telling you about." All they're like, "Oh, you're," and all of a sudden there's like big hugs, like, "Oh, wait, I guess you do talk about me a lot." I was like, "Well, listen, you're the family of Jace. You're my work family."
It's nice to see the two get together. Like, that level of happiness is very interesting.
Yeah, no, completely interesting. Just like, actually, speaking about interesting, how about one of the interviews I had about the Islamic Society and their members?
Yeah, more people joining the family. We got to check that out.
You know, let's take a look. We have 2 current members, correct?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, what's your name?
Aisha.
Aisha,
Loane.
how you doing? What company?
Engine 310.
310. All right, how long you been on?
Almost 3 years. Not
solid
I'm still
3
doing my
years.
rotation, so 2.5 around
No,
there.
it's okay. Round up. It's all right. Once you hit 2, 1 day in 2, I got 3. I got 3. And yourself?
My name's Firefighter Moaz from Engine 295.
Okay.
I got about 9 years on.
9 years? Oh, we gonna round up to 10 then.
Soon.
9 years. I like it. So how do you guys learn about the fire department?
Well, I stumbled upon the recruitment at my college fair, and there was a chief who saw me coming out of my class and was like, "You look like a good female firefighter. You can make a good female firefighter." And I was like, "Huh? I don't know. They're female firefighters?" Like,
right. Yeah.
He sat me down. We went through like the whole application and everything. He made me sign up and asked me what my nationality was. I told him I'm a Pakistani American.
Right.
And he's like, I don't think there's a Pakistani female firefighter. So if you can make this, you'll be the first one. And that was like, that clicked. I was like, shit, I can make this.
Yeah, no pressure.
Right?
No pressure.
I was like, that sounds amazing. Like,
yeah,
I would want to make this. So, and it's different. It's unique, you know?
Yep, 100%.
So I signed up for the exam, the written exam through him. That was like 2 days before the application deadline.
Right.
So that's how
48 hours.
I discovered
your life would have been completely different outside. Your life would have been completely different outside 48 hours.
Yep.
Well, that's pretty cool.
Yep.
Because I did something similar where I signed up. I knew I always wanted to do this job. I just had no idea how to even apply, get on.
Right.
And I signed up for them Boys and Girls High School.
Yeah.
Tried to get all my friends to sign up too. They all signed up, but I was the only one that showed up for the test.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I was like kicking and screaming, and I was like, you guys are killing me. We could have all been on the football team playing, you're killing me.
Yeah.
So how about yourself? How did you learn about it?
I actually have a similar story. It was completely random. I was just out for dinner with some friends one time, and one of our friends had mentioned that he took the application, and I started to learn more about the job from there, and it seemed like it was something I could do, something I wanted to do, and I took the test. I applied for the written exam.
Right.
And I was still in college at the time. I graduated college, and then I was thinking, like, what am I going to do? Am I going to go back for more education? And then within a week from graduating, the job sent me the letter to go do my run. I did my run, and the rest was history.
That is
And
nice.
the friend who told me about the job never ended up taking the exam.
Really?
Yeah, never got on the job.
It was the same thing with my friends
Yeah.
on that day. I was
Exactly,
I'm calling them, literally calling them. Like, no, I'm good. No, listen, we only signed up because you want to do it, but no one's running no burning building. I'm like, well, it's a little bit more than that.
Yeah.
So what would you give a young candidate or a young person who wants to get on this job? What would you tell them to, like, how would you recruit them? They're curious. They know nothing about the fire department. What would you say to them?
It was said to me that it's the best job in the world. So I will tell them the same thing. It is the best job in the world.
I agree.
And to get into the department is not easy. You have to be mentally strong, physically, ready to go, and just be prepared. Stay in the books as much as you can, study, and the rest is your ambition. It's on you.
Yeah, you're right. I tell everyone all the time the hardest part about my job is literally getting on.
Yep.
And they're like, well, you were into burning buildings, all the stuff happens, 9/11, steam explosion. I was like, yeah, but I'm doing that with a team.
Yeah, and you get the training for it too.
And we have the training, and there's a team of us. But when you're getting on the job, you're kind of on your own navigating this.
Right.
I mean, unless you have a mentor, which we're always pushing everyone to have a senior mentor, because with the mentor program we have, so this way you could give questions for you to ask. Because they're like, oh, well, you have someone to help you out. So what questions do you have? I was like, I don't even know enough to have a question to ask. So it definitely helps. So what would you say to someone?
For me, I mean, I think the obvious things that everyone goes for right away is the benefits and the flexible schedule and all that. Like, all that stuff is great, but something that I find common amongst my friends now that I'm getting older is that they struggle with their careers because they haven't picked a rewarding career.
Right.
They don't feel like they're contributing to society, and these are things that you start to think about like as you get older. And honestly, I think as firefighters, we don't have that issue. We have one of the most rewarding jobs you could possibly do, and I think that's great. It's great to be admired by the public, and it's great to be helping out. Every day you're just going to work to help people out, essentially.
Good. Does it still feel weird to get admired by the public?
It does. It's definitely something that you don't take for granted, and it's absolutely one of the best parts of our jobs,
Yeah, no, it's very, it still feels weird to me that, that thank you, oh, you're great, oh, you're the
You
best.
feel like a
And then
superstar. You have people coming up to you, taking pictures,
Everyone is not here to chase the money. They're chasing they're driven to help. They want to do a little bit more, or they don't want to be bored. And this job, you could do a lot of things on this job, whether it be something administrative and you work in the firehouse, or you're doing the firehouse and admin, or there's no boring moments. There's no stain. There's no lull time. So,
absolutely.
And obviously, you just got to keep studying. You got to keep learning.
That's very true. Yeah.
And they always say that the day you stop learning is the day you should hang it up.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So listen, this is a great conversation, man. Thank you guys for stopping
Thank you
by.
for having us.
Yeah,
Absolutely. Listen, we're gonna see you more, and definitely gonna be shouting you out, being the first female. Really? Is that true? Are you the first?
Yes, as far as I know, yes.
Wow.
Definitely the first female in our Islamic Society, and as far as being the first Pakistani female on the FDNY, take our word for it.
You're already a legend. You don't
Absolutely.
even know it. Already a legend. You don't even know it.
It's great pleasure and honor to be here, and I'm glad I made the right decision.
No, this is definitely, I still find it a privilege for doing what I do.
Absolutely. 23
years, and I'm still I feel like I just got out of probie school.
Yeah, everyone tells you it's the best job in the world, and when you're a candidate and you're still going through the process, you don't fully understand it. But once you get on, it's like, all right, I get it.
Now I get it. Did I not tell you that was an impressive interview?
It was.
Very strong-minded, strong-willed, and also very down-to-earth individual.
And it's interesting because you're seeing that little bit of time gap, because the more senior firefighter, he had 9 years on, I think that's what he said.
Yep.
And she's fairly new, and hopefully that starts a trend where we start seeing more representation from the Islamic community coming to the FDNY.
Right, and obviously the more diverse FDNY is, the easier it is to serve the community.
Oh, yeah.
There's no blanket community. There's no just one individual's over here. So it's I really like that, and obviously the direction FD's always been going, and here we are now. In case you missed it, we had a great interview with Captain Cefoli.
Yeah, he's fantastic. We love having him on the show. He's just a wealth of knowledge in regards to your physical well-being, your mental well-being, and he's super innovative in that world.
Oh, 100%. He's always looking for new ideas to get the best out of everyone's body, and it's not just all physical. Obviously, it's mind, body, and soul.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
So let's take a look.
All right.
Start with a walk. Simple things, right? If you're not moving, start moving. Once you're moving, your body will respond. Nutrition-wise, what am I eating? You know, am I making good choices? We know the difference, and if you don't, there's a lot of information out there on what the healthy choices are and what you can do for your body. So move more, eat better, think about it, and then read the body. So every day you just work on a little bit because it's a long process, right? This process could be 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, right? So don't think you're going to get to a finish line tomorrow. That's where a lot of people fail. They set them up for failure by having goals set too high too quickly.
They want the results right away.
Anyone can change their life. Anyone can change how much resiliency they have in their body. And it just becomes, hey, if I didn't walk ever and I started to walk and I walked 5 steps, that might be hard for me today. But tomorrow I can do 10 steps, right? So we build that resiliency in by doing the discipline daily.
It's the consistency.
And that's all it comes down to.
That is the hardest part about
discipline.
working out.
There is no hard part about working out.
It's
the hard part is creating a discipline in your life to block out and stay in your little 3-foot rule of I'm managing me. And this is where I'm at. I can journal it. I can do all these other things. But again, if you're just making progress slowly and steadily, when you reach that day when you enter the academy and you get sworn in, you're not the same person that started. You're going to be the person that's ready to go, that wants to be the best firefighter ever and wants to prove themselves. But it's taken steps and steps and steps and obstacles and challenges to get through that.
So thanks for joining.
That's our show.
And we'll see you next time.
Happiness.
And the ending.